How do you practice being present? Present is kind of a buzzword right now. I've heard that a lot. Being still, maximizing the moment, but how exactly do you do that? How do you do that? I'll tell you, there's this one thing that someone shared with me a long time ago. Every morning when I get up, I try to remember this. I don't do it perfectly, but I do try. I wake up and before my feet ever hit the floor, I sit for just a second and ask God to show me in what ways that day He wants me to be present. What are the most important things? Now, if your life is anything like mine, you've got a lot going on and there are people that need your help, your attention. It might be your husband, your family. It might be people at work. It might be your ministry or what you're doing to serve your community. And while there are lots of things, activities, and people pulling at you, you have to isolate between you and God what's the most important thing. And then when you're in that moment of those things, choose not to be distracted by all the other things that are vying for your attention. So in a practical way, that means when you sit down to dinner with your family, put up your phone. In a practical way, that means when you say to a friend, hey, I'm going to call you, make sure you have more than 2 minutes. Make sure you have the time at that time to be physically, emotionally, and mentally present in that conversation. That means that when your kids run up to you and they need to tell you something for the 15th, 50th time, that yes, you've got to get dinner on the table, and yes, you've got to get to school on time, and yes, you've got to pay bills and all the other things that you have to do. But turn your chair all the way around, look them square in the eyes, and hear them out. What does it mean when you start to feel that you may be a little anxious or feeling pressure or stress with your own life? That you put everything away, that you turn everything off if you have to, TV included, no noise, and sit there and listen to the rhythm of your own heartbeat. Why? Jesus did a good job of being present with His disciples. He did a great job of being present with those He spoke with and those He healed. But you know what Jesus also did? He made time to pray. He made time to get away and be by Himself. Jesus had 33 years to be born, to live a perfect life, and to save the world. And everywhere that He showed up, He was all in. So what are the ways in your life as you look for simple joys and look for opportunities to nurture your soul, where you're letting distractions from the world keep you from being all in that moment? Fight those distractions. Dodge those distractions. Because if you're not careful, if you don't purpose to be present in the important moments of your life, you will look back over the last 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and it'll be a blur. The good news is you get to choose to maximize every moment that you have. But it takes you choosing also to purpose to be present in every opportunity that you have.